Hi, and this is an explanation for week 5. Week five's topic is about censoring children's literature. It's about banning children's literature. It's about challenging children's literature. It's a quite interesting topic. I enjoy it very much. You are already viewing the video, so you already completing the first activity. Our second activity is always our social emotional learning activity. You're going to select one of the social emotional cultural anchor competencies from the social emotional cultural anchor competencies framework, and using the teacher moves, which is in the outer ring here, that's the teacher behaviors, and the resources you explored last week in the social emotional cultural anchor competencies guide, which I will post here. I see I haven't, but I'll make sure it's there for you so you have that again. You're going to share your thoughts and feelings about one of the anchor competencies, which is in the tan circle here. You're going to pick one of the eight, and you're going to begin to think about how you might teach that to students. You might be wanting to answer these questions or just talk about this in your description. Where will you embed it in your instruction? Where will you teach social emotional learning? So it's not really a separate curriculum, but it's integrated into the academic curriculum. It may be integrated into the routines and procedures that you follow every day. You might have a morning meeting where kids come together as a whole community. You're building on community relationships, and it may be part of that. It could happen throughout the day. You may have a class meeting where you'll deal with some social issues, some social emotional issues. So there's a wide variety. It may be an activity that you build in, which is an academic activity, but you're also stressing the social emotional learning. What activities lend the instruction and reinforcement to the anchor competency? How might you assess your intentions of teaching that anchor competency in the classroom? You're going to post your responses to that in this Google Doc below. So here is the Google Doc here. If you click on that, you'll be able to type in your response. The third activity is to read your challenge book this week and discuss that with your literacy circle. And don't forget to add it to your Reader's Response blog. Post it in your Reader's Response blog. Send that link to me so I can continue grading your Reader's Response blog and giving you feedbacks. And you can make changes and corrections if you need to along the way. And I can also tell you what a great job you're doing, because I love to do that as well. You're going to locate a video on censorship. This is a censorship of hopefully children's literature. It can be young adult literature. It can be adult literature too if you're interested in that. So find a video. You're going to post it in this Dropbox, and then you just talk a little bit about why you posted it. And you're going to watch 2 of your colleagues' videos and comment on the content of their videos. And the last independent activity this week is to study a website on banned books. So you're going to peruse the websites found below, or any other website you may have located on banned books. You're going to provide a list of 5 banned or challenged or censored books that have been censored, challenged, or banned that you might advocate for your school. So these are books that maybe your school library keeps on the top shelf now. Maybe there are books that their school doesn't have, but you feel they're really important to your curriculum, you're important to the students' growth in their life, and you're going to advocate for that. So you're going to share how you would use each book in your classroom to make it an integral part of your curriculum, and how you might approach your principal or the director of the school and the adults in your student's home, the caregivers, the parents, whoever is there, the grandparents, to the benefits of having your students read these books in class. What might you do to convince your adversaries? You're going to post your response in this Dropbox. Here are the links to 2 of those websites you may welcome to use. Those are the activities this week you're going to complete independently. There is one group activity. I'm going to go to that Dropbox right now. In your group work this week, you and a partner, and it may be 3 of you, so maybe you and 2 partners are going to research 2 or 3 articles dealing with censorship of children's literature. Each of you will read one of the articles and then discuss the article with your partner. You're going to create a synopsis, maybe share your feelings about it. The final result should be a combined information from both articles. Please include a reaction of what you read and what you discussed with your partner. Be creative in your final product. So I'm looking at maybe you being a little animated about in your response about it, maybe how you would apply to your classroom, to your thinking about books being banned and censored. We've talked a little bit about that in our literacy groups. That is your group activity this week. As always, if you have questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, I'll see you online and I'll see you in Literacy Circle. Have a great week.